You're talking about going and supporting innovation at the grassroots level. I'm expected to be wowed, surprised, edge of my seat, really being so proud of where our country is at today. And I'm expecting to see a lot of honesty and a lot of vulnerability. And I would like to see that because it's not easy. And at the end of the day, this is a competition. You know, Mission Startup is a competition. I'm guessing one person eventually at the end of the season or end of whatever. But I know that there are 10 teams, right? What I know is one will win, but the other 9 are not going to go unnoticed.
Now we're all gathered here, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon to announce a unique mission by Prime Video. ये एक ऐसा मिशन है जिसके बारे में ना तो आपने पहले कभी देखा होगा, ना सुना होगा. और इस मिशन का एक मकसद है. That is to find and empower the grassroots innovators of India. Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Video अकेला नहीं है इस मिशन में, because this mission would not have been possible without the support of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, and we are very thankful for that. Thank you so much, sir.
Supporting and nurturing entrepreneurs has been one of Amazon's focus areas in India. And over the years, we have taken a number of initiatives to propel India's startup ecosystem. And today we are excited to announce the launch of a new Prime Video series, Mission Startup, in association with the Office of the PSA, Government of India, as I mentioned earlier. Amazon and the PSA's office signed a letter of engagement a few months ago to collaborate on developing and creating an episodic reality series featuring some of India's most promising science, technology, and innovation-related startups. Since then, the teams from both the sides have been regularly brainstorming, discussing, and having a dialogue to curate Mission Startup. We are deeply grateful to Dr. Sood and his brilliant team for the partnership, specifically Special Secretary Dr. Maini for her support, and Dr. Sapna, Director Strategic Alliances, for their inputs and guidance. It is heartening to see how an idea which came up during our initial interactions with Dr. Sapna of primarily putting together a series that could inspire millions of individuals and grassroots innovators to become successful entrepreneurs is becoming a reality today. As we know, India houses the third largest startup ecosystem in the world and is projected to witness the emergence of 147 unicorns within the next 5 years. And I hope this data is factual and correct. Our Honorable Prime Minister has rightly termed startups as the backbone of New India and the engine that will power India's economic growth in the run-up to the 100th year of independence.
I'm happy to be a part of this event to announce the much-awaited Amazon Prime web series, Mission Startup. And we are very happy to be associated with this whole new experiment to really take the startup culture to the masses, because that's the only way we can leapfrog into higher echelon of technology and economy.
It's a particularly special occasion for me as somebody who was an entrepreneur a long time ago. And I'm truly heartened to see Mission Startup come to life. It's been an absolute labor of love. You know, over the last decade, India has witnessed a remarkable surge in entrepreneurship, propelling to what I believe we have more than 100 unicorns across the country today, right? And as Professor Sood pointed out, India's startup ecosystem is expansive. We have almost 90,000 or 92,000 recognized startups in the country today, right? We have a database of more than 3 lakh ideas, tech ideas, and we have innovations from more than 600 districts in the country, which is phenomenal. This surge in startups has positioned India as really one of the, if not the epicenter of entrepreneurial ecosystems in the world. And I'm pretty certain India is poised to emerge as a global center for all future innovation. And it's hard to deny the youth of the country has been a driving force in this surge that we have seen, right? Brimming with ideas that hold the promise of creating a profound impact on society. I believe India's startup ecosystem is just about beginning to unveil its full potential. And it's particularly heartening that just as the entrepreneurial ecosystem begins to do that, we at Amazon are committed to being a catalyst that enables this transformation. Where did the interest in entrepreneurship come from?
So actually, I'll start off by saying hello to my lovely, lovely members of the media from Delhi. Delhi वालों, क्या हाल है आज? हाँ, बहुत सीरियस बातें हो रही है आज अभी इधर, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात हो रही है. और एक्चुअली आई वांट टू स्टार्ट ऑफ बाय सेइंग आई एम श्योर, आई थिंक 60% of the people in the room are confused as to why I am here as an entrepreneur. सोच रहे होंगे कि आलिया तो ब्रांड इंडोर्स करती है, entrepreneur कहाँ से आया है, मैक्सिमम इन्वेस्ट किया होगा, क्वेश्चन मार्क तो है ना, देखा, आई एम सो कनेक्टेड टू देम, सो आई नो एग्जैक्टली हाउ दे आर थिंकिंग. बट टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, even I sometimes think to myself, oh, okay, you're actually an entrepreneur. So let's go back as to where this started and where this came from.
Yes.
In 2015 or 2016, I remember कि मेरे दिमाग में ना एक कीड़ा बैठ गया कि मुझे कुछ create करना है. Okay, it's as simple. It was the rise of all these apps, and I'm speaking in the most simple language क्योंकि I'm an audience, I'm a consumer. So there was lots of apps coming out. So every time I was coming up with an idea, I also want to create an app. Little did I know that you need a lot of money, a clear idea, and somebody to back that idea. So then I remember, okay, fine. I would call up my team and say, oh no, I have this idea. Why don't we create something like this? Why don't we do this? Something. And they would just humor me and hear me out. And I don't think I'm ever going to stop ideating about, what I would like to create. But basically what I was looking for at that time, I remember, and it comes from a very vulnerable place as a person, I never wanted to put all my eggs in one basket, which is मैं एक actor हूँ and I work very hard on a daily basis, पर कल का क्या पता? Who knows where I'm going to be tomorrow? So I wanted to secure myself as a person and as a professional. But obviously, when I sat down to actually ideating about what I want to create, usually you would consider an actor to do like a fashion brand, some clothes, a limited edition collection of something, which is fine in its place and it's great. But when I actually got down to thinking about, do you need another fashion label? There's so much quantity, there's so many options available. So why would anybody come for a product just because my name is associated to it? So I didn't want it to be something that just because it's associated to my name, it's a brand that should stand tall on its own. So I looked for the gap in the market at that time. Us time pe, there were not as many homegrown, sustainable children's clothing brands at that time. And that's where I said, okay, this is the story. And parallelly, us time pe, I was also thinking of putting out a story of a little girl and her dog, Ed. And this little girl and her dog go on these adventures. They talk to trees and animals and everything, and they're on this adventure to save the planet. So from that story came the story of Edamama, which is my own children's wear clothing brand. मेरा venture है, मेरा capital है, मेरा vision है. I am the sole investor and founder of Edamama. So that's the information that I want to put out there first.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.